Welcome back. In this video, I will tell you about rare stamps of Queen Elizabeth and World. Great Britain Stanley Gibbon 743 VA. Variety mint 1 band and greenish blue omitted. 1968 1 shilling 6 penny greenish blue and deep blue. 1 9.5 millimeter band PVA gum. Superb unmounted example with one broad 9.5 millimeter phosphorus band at the right and greenish blue omitted. Great Britain Stanley Gibbon X925A mint imperforate pair 1979 1P crimson PVAD FCP head type B1. Very fine unmounted original gum bottom right hand corner marginal imperforate pair. Scarce and Piran records only 20 imperforate pairs sold for $2,141. Great Britain Stanley Gibbon 887B mint red orange omitted. 1971 3 pence British anniversary. Very fine unmounted original gum example with red orange nurse's clock omitted. Offered with normal for comparison and scarce. Price $936.95 selling price. Great Britain stamp 1978 14 cent Queen Elizabeth II with red color omitted. Untagged a mint never hinged single. Very fine and accompanied by a regular stamp for comparison, as well as a 1980 Gary J. Line certificate. Sold for $2,000 in the auction. Well, Great Britain Stanley Gibbon number 614 WI mint watermark inverted UM 1962 and a half D carmine red wielding watermark inverted 2 phosphorus bands. Very fine unmounted original gum example sold for $234.24 in the auction. Great Britain Stanley Gibbon number 885A mint gold omitted. 1971 5P literary anniversary. Very fine unmounted original gum example with gold queen's head omitted. Scarce Piran records 36 mint example sold for $1,204.65. Stamp from Bermuda 1848 1D black bluish gray wove paper. The celebrated first type Peart postmaster stamp issued by Mr. William Bennett Peart, postmaster at Hamilton, who between 1848 and 1856 utilized his circular dispatch date stamp. This stamp was issued in 1848 and is very expensive. Malaya stamp 1892 to 94, 3 cents on 32 cent. Carmine rose L-shaped block of 3 with the upper stamp showing error surcharge omitted, with normal horizontal pair below, separated by interpane margin. Crease as always and sold for $51,630 in the auction. Northern Rhodesia 1963 3D yellow error orange eagle printed double. The unique and celebrated lower right corner block of 4 with 1B plate number. Unmounted original gum upper right stamp with unobtrusive paper crease. Sold for $25,800. Stamp from Northern Rhodesia. The stamp is from Canada, 1852 to 57. 10D bright blue Cartier on machine-made medium wove paper. Large to very large margins. Brilliant large part original gum with lovely color and impression. choice quality for this classic rarity, sold for $20,650 in the auction. Our next stamp is from Malaya Terengganu, 1921. The Stanley Gibbon catalog number is 47. This stamp is mint and the denomination is $100. The color is green and scarlet. Condition is very fine and the stamp is having original gum. A lovely fresh example of this rare and handsome high value, sold for $12,000. Cook Islands Stanley Gibbon number 1A, mint 1892 1D black vertical pair. Error imperforate between. Brilliant large part original gum, typical minor backing adhesions. Light bend between stems but superb for this. One of the great Pacific Island rarities, sold for $12,262. Malaya Straits 1912 stamp, Stanley Gibbon 214. Mint unmounted King George V, $100 black and carmine on blue paper. Watermark MCA. Original gum and tiny traces of toning on the reverse. Still a lovely example of this handsome high value. The catalog price is £13,000. Stamp is from Grenada 1938, Stanley Gibbon 157A. Mint unmounted King George VI, 2.5D bright blue perforation 12.5, on other side 13. Upper marginal with printer's mark. Fresh unmounted original gum. A couple of fractionally shortish perforation at the foot mentioned strictly for accuracy. Stamp from Labuan, North Borneo, stamp surcharge Labuan, Stanley Gibbon number 141A. Mint and year 1901 to 1905, $5. Denomination color dull purple. Type 21 overprint. And very fine unused without gum as usual. A spectacular rarity. Malta stamp, Stanley Gibbon 96. Watermark MCA, 1919 10 shilling black, shipwreck of St. Paul. Superb used with Central Victoria BO Gozo CDS. Showing year date 1919. Exceptional stamp, easily the finest example of this rarity ever handled in the last 25 years. The catalog price £4,750. St. Helena 1961, Stanley Gibbon 172 to 175. Mint unmounted twist and relief fund set of 4. 7.5 cent plus 90, 10 cent plus 1s or lower marginal unmounted original gum. Only 434 complete sets were sold, most of which were used. Sold for $10,320. Jamaica stamp, Stanley Gibbon 90 and 91. 1929 November dye proof in carmine and blue-green for the unissued 60 abolition of slavery. On the unsurfaced wove paper with guidelines. Prepared for plate registration purposes with MS endorsement. Sold for $8,400 in the auction. Stamp from Falkland Islands, Stanley Gibbon 60AX. Used King George V, 1912 half-D, yellow-green, watermark MCA. Perforation 1334 and on other side 14. This is compound perforation. Variety watermark reversed, very lightly cancelled by part PS1, Port Stanley CDS. Remarkable new discovery. Great Britain, Stanley Gibbon 575 variety, mint imperforate to top margin variety. 1958 3D deep lilac, watermark crowns, cream paper. Very fine unmounted original gum, vertical pair showing variety imperforate to top margin. Specialized Number is S70C, sold for $669.25 in the auction. I hope you liked the video. Thank you and please subscribe.